So there's a new study that found that 30% of Americans have a toxic person in their life.
Oh, it's got to be much higher than that.
Yeah.
Joining us now with how this can negatively impact your health, four-time New York Times best-selling author, Mr. Dave Asprey. Dave, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Come on, 30%. There's more. There are way more than that.
Way more than that. And the question is, how toxic?
What is toxic? When you say toxic, I have flashes of all kinds of people that are coming up in my head right now. So what would make them a toxic person?
In my new book, Heavily Meditated, I go through 4 types of people, and 2 of them are kind of the good ones, and the other 2 are toxic. And what makes someone toxic is that they believe that for them to win, that you have to lose. But the problem is the most common types, narcissists, they don't even know that that's how they think. So they're like, oh, poor me. I don't know why no one likes me. They're always playing the victim. But really, they want you to lose, and it's subconscious. So that's what makes someone toxic. Instead of playing the win-win game, they're playing for you to lose and them to win and telling you that they're helping you.
It seems like there's a lot about perspective there in what you're saying, because I think a lot of that word now gets tossed around willy-nilly at this point. So to specify and kind of really pinpoint what that is, I don't think people really understand. Explain that more if you could, Dave, because, you know, I can't win unless you lose mentality. Why is that?
Well, some people learn, for a very common thing is, if I'm wrong, then I'm bad, then no one will love me. So if you tell them they're wrong, their subconscious says, I must destroy that person who says I'm wrong. You ever see this like in a political discussion over the holidays? So it turns out that's not how the world works. When you're with healthy, non-toxic people, you can disagree with them and they can disagree with you. And you say, isn't that interesting? You're still a person. So toxicity comes from having to destroy those who disagree with your worldview.
Okay, this is where I find it to get very fascinating, which, by the way, Dave, we're going to talk after this on my longer formatted. We're going to spend a lot more time talking about this, but we only got a few minutes here. How do these toxic people make you sick? That's the question.
Wow.
Well, studies show that toxic people make you sick and they make you old. And that's because they raise chronic stress. And stress isn't a bad thing. You go to the gym, that's good stress. But if you're stressed all the time because you have someone telling you that they're helping you while they're stealing from you or doing bad things behind your back, it makes you feel unsafe. And when your body feels unsafe, it releases cortisol, adrenaline, other stress hormones. You can't sleep at night. And sometimes it can be crazy making because you think it's your fault. So bad people in your life will make you older and they'll make you sicker because they're depleting your reserves.
Wow. I'm going to ask a question that I probably know the answer to, but where is the most common place we encounter toxic behavior?
I want to say mother-in-laws, but I don't have data for that. So it's probably a good place.
True. My mother-in-law is a good one.
Mine too, Dave. For the record, mine too. What's the matter with you trying to get me in trouble?
It's at the workplace.
Yes. Why? Why?
Why the word?
I have this theory, and I shouldn't be blabbing, but I have this theory that, you know, you get into a workplace, but it's not a matter of the work or anything else. It's just personalities. Personalities conflict no matter what. And even if you're on a same job, the same project, when your personalities conflict, that makes it 10 times harder, which is on the hiring process to try to get some sort of like-minded people into the same type of work environment. Dave, help me out here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's challenging at work. It's because there's a mishmash of people. And for a team to be really successful, you need some people who are boring accountants, or exciting engineers. Okay, I might have a background, but whatever the thing is, so you're going to have a mix of things for a company to succeed, and sometimes they just don't get along. That's where leadership and just personal development works.
That's exactly
So having a personal development practice like meditation, and that was what Heavily Meditated is about, or breath work, or any of the things like that, it makes you highly resilient, so toxic people can't really affect you. They can't make you negative. So you become less toxic.
If you're saying, if I do the meditation after the work, I'm not speaking about here, I'm just saying in general. You're working, you go and you do meditation. Is it medication? Then you're saying that you develop that type of resilience so that when you do encounter a toxic person, that you can withstand them? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Do the meditation
first. Him, not you.
Oh.
Please, Dave.
The meditation is like armor, and it's something that allows you to. You can have toxic people in traffic, toxic people at
Yes.
Starbucks if you still drink that stuff, all those all those places. So since toxic people exist, you should be the person who's like, oh, a toxic person, isn't that interesting? And you go about your life and it just
Right.
doesn't keep you up at night. That's what meditation buys you. And also you won't be the toxic person accidentally that way.
Yeah.
It's like training for a sporting event. You don't train when you're at the race or when you're in the boxing ring
Yes.
or when you train leading up to that event. So you train with the meditation so that when it faces you and you're confronting it, you are trained and prepped for it. By the way, she daily Starbucks this one, Dave. Daily,
So
bro.
it if you're feeling a little bit stressed by someone who's toxic, you can breathe in for 4 seconds and out for 8 seconds. And that specific pattern, twice as long on the out breath, will turn off the stress response in about 3 breaths. And heavily meditated is full of tips like that. So look, we're all going to get dysregulated sometimes by toxic people. The deal is, how do I bounce back and how do I be less dysregulated? When you do that, you become the person who's in a place of power at work and at home.
You know,
I have a question for Dave because I think this is really important. This isn't something, just to get people's mentality, this isn't something that you do, you fix, you're good. This is a work in progress that needs to become a lifestyle and a process that you're doing forever.
There are some techniques that are pretty well permanent, and that's why Heavily Meditated became the best-selling philosophy book in the country, because there are things, about 3 different things, that will permanently turn off a specific trigger.
Wow.
But we're not going to have time in this interview, but it is possible. It's something that really gets under your skin. Let's just get that out of there forever. Be done with it.
Dave, how excited I'm going to talk to you in about 40 minutes, and we're going to have like 25 minutes to talk about
Is that
this.
him on the cover of his book, though?
Was that
that
you
you?
on the
That's
cover of
me.
your book?
Bro,
No airbrushing.
what are you doing?
Wow, Dave.
And I used to weigh 300 pounds. That's why I'm there. Like, I was super fat.
Wow, look at you. All right, it's impressive, bro.
Okay, I'm so excited to talk to you.
you.
And then we're going to share that next week on our OBS.
So should I not eat Uncrustables?
I'm not going to say. It's toxic.
Dave, you're the man. Appreciate your time.